Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unpack the latest research, the newest info, all those insights, and really pull out the important nuggets for you. Think of it as your shortcut to being well informed, maybe with a few surprising facts and hopefully enough humor to keep it interesting. Today, we are plunging right into the world of artificial intelligence. It's moving so fast, right? So if you want to cut through all that noise and get straight to the aha moments in AI, well, you're in the right place. We've got quite a bit to explore today. We'll talk about some game-changing new AI models, making really advanced intelligence accessible, like to everyone. Then we'll look at AI's impact in some perhaps unexpected areas, wildlife conservation, disease research, some really transformative stuff. And we'll touch on the bigger picture too. You know, how companies are thinking about making money from AI, some industry shifts. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, let's kick things off with probably the biggest news flash, OpenAI. They finally launched GPT-5, the long-awaited models. Now, top performance, yeah, we kind of expected that. But the real surprise, the showstopper, is accessibility. I mean, they're making this flagship system available to all 700 million users, even free tier users.
Right, that's the part that really jumps out.
Exactly. It feels like a new era. Smarter, faster intelligence, but genuinely for everyone. It replaces that whole confusing lineup, you know, GPT-4o, 4.1, 4.5.
Simplifies things a lot on the user end.
Totally. So the specifics. There are three main versions in the GPT-5 family. Standard GPT-5, GPT-5 Pro, and GPT-5 Mini. Standard is for free users with limits, naturally. Higher limits for Plus, unlimited for Pro users.
And how does the standard model actually work? You mentioned something about a router.
Yeah, it uses this real-time router. Think of it like it switches its own thinking on or off depending on the task. It's like shifting gears, right? Adjusting effort based on complexity. And it delivers state-of-the-art results across coding, writing, math, even health benchmarks.
Okay, dynamic adjustment. Makes sense.
Then there's the Pro version. That's for the $200 a month plan. It uses something they call scaled parallel test time compute.
Which basically means?
More thinking time. It explores different solutions, processes things in parallel, gets you the most comprehensive answers. That's the idea, anyway.
Got it. More depth for the power users.
And if free and plus users hit their limits, the smaller GPT-5 Mini kicks in, so queries still get handled.
A fallback, okay.
Plus, OpenAI claims these new models, well, they hallucinate less. They're less likely to just make stuff up confidently.
That's a big claim.
Yeah.
Yeah, a crucial one.
Yeah, and supposedly less deceptive, more honest about what they can and can't do.
You know, what really strikes me here is how unifying this offering with GPT-5 fundamentally changes the user experience.
Okay.
You said it's like giving everyone a PhD-level assistant, and, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Elite problem solving for the masses.
It really does feel that way.
But here's the question that pops into my head. If you put that kind of power into 700 million hands, especially for free, what happens next? What are the unforeseen consequences? Does it shift power in knowledge creation? What about misinformation, even if it hallucinates less?
That's a really critical point. The immediate benefit is clear millions get tools they didn't have, but those ripple effects, much harder to predict. We know how fast info and misinfo spreads. If these tools speed up both, well, there's a huge challenge. Their claims on less hallucination are good, obviously, but verifying that's going to be ongoing, like checking every thought of a new assistant.
It requires constant vigilance from users and researchers alike.
Okay, so beyond the big models, let's shift gears. AI's impact in other areas is, well, it's showing some truly amazing potential, sometimes in places you wouldn't expect. Let's start with Google DeepMind and wildlife conservation.
Oh, yeah, Perch.
Exactly. They've open-sourced an upgraded version of Perch. It's an AI that helps scientists wade through massive amounts of wildlife audio data. Think of it like giving conservationists super hearing to track endangered species.
It's tackling that data overload problem.
Precisely. This new Perch handles more species, more environments, forests, coral reefs, you name it, double the training data from last year. It's designed to untangle these incredibly complex soundscapes. Thousands, even millions of hours of audio. It can answer questions like, you know, precise species counts, or even detecting newborns. And it comes with open source tools using vector search and active learning.
Okay, unpack those terms a bit.
Sure. Vector search is like a super efficient way to find patterns in huge data sets. And active learning. That's the AI smartly asking humans for help only when it's really stuck.
So it learns faster, even with limited initial data.
Exactly. It can help detect species even if there isn't much training data to begin with.
You know, the real game changer here isn't just the tech, it's the workflow change for conservationists. They used to be buried under data, manually listening, sifting,
Incredibly time-consuming.
but now Perch automates a huge chunk of that, so they can focus on proactive stuff. Planning protection, not just reacting when numbers drop.
That makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. We've seen it work finding birds in Australia they couldn't easily track before, speeding up honey creeper monitoring in Hawaii by 50 times.
50 times? That's incredible.
It is. It's giving scientists that critical edge, helping save species before they vanish. It's like an early warning system for nature, powered by AI.
An early warning system for nature. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's pivot now from wildlife to human health. Researchers from MIT, Harvard, the Broad Institute, they've developed this system called PUPS.
PUPS?
Yeah, PUPS. It's an AI that predicts the exact location of pretty much any protein inside a single human cell. This could really shift how we approach disease, diagnosis, treatment, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, predicting protein location. How did that work?
Well, it uses a couple of things. First, a protein language model. Think of it like AI learning the language of protein structures to predict how they behave and where they go.
Like a language model for biology instead of text.
Kind of, yeah. And second, an incanting model. This helps it understand the cell itself, its type, features, even if it's under stress.
So it understands both the protein and its environment.
Right. It combines those insights and generates an image highlighting where it predicts the protein will be. And what's really remarkable, it works on proteins and cell types it hasn't seen before. It can even flag changes caused by mutations not listed in the Human Protein Atlas.
Oh, it's a standard reference map, basically.
Exactly. And in tests, PUPS consistently beat older AI methods, lower prediction errors, still accurate across the board.
So the key takeaway for me, and probably for you listening, is this. Until PUPS, figuring out where a protein was inside a specific cell.
Yeah.
That meant long, hard work in the lab.
Yeah, laborious stuff.
And often, it was limited to proteins we already knew quite well. PUPS just blows past those limits. It can map any protein in any cell type.
That opens up so much.
It really does. It means faster disease research, faster drug discovery, and it lets us explore parts of cellular biology that were basically uncharted territory. We're talking about potentially unlocking whole new frontiers in understanding life itself. Maybe even paving the way for truly personalized medicine tailored to your unique cells. It's a fundamental leap.
A fundamental leap. Okay, so stepping back again, what does all this mean for the wider AI world? There's a lot going on. Leadership challenges, new ways to make money, shifts in open source.
It's definitely a busy landscape.
Let's maybe talk monetization first. Elon Musk. He recently floated this plan to put ads directly into Grok's responses.
Yes, I saw that.
He apparently pitched it to marketers, saying something like, if a user's trying to solve a problem, advertising the solution is ideal. It's definitely a significant test case for the industry, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Look, these AI models cost a fortune to run. Investors want to see profits, not just potential.
Right. The bills are coming due.
So ad integration. It could unlock a huge revenue stream. Moving beyond just subscriptions, we see ads in search results, right?
Sure, all the time.
But putting them inside an AI's conversational response, that's new. How will users react? Will it feel helpful or intrusive?
That's the million-dollar question. Or maybe billion-dollar question.
Exactly. It's a high-stakes gamble for Grok. If it works, others struggling with costs might follow suit. If it backfires, well, that's a lesson too.
And speaking of Grok, Musk also tweeted or posted on X that XAI will open source Grok 2, like, next week.
That's interesting timing.
Yeah, and it follows OpenAI finally releasing some open models again after GPT-2 way back when. This whole open source trend among the big players is fascinating.
It really is. Open source and AI is, well, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
How so?
On one hand, great. Democratizes access, spurs innovation, lets the community build cool stuff way faster than one company could alone.
Right, speeds things up.
But on the other hand, it ramps up the competition like crazy. If Grok 2 is out there for anyone to use and build on, that puts immense pressure on everyone else. Innovate faster, maybe open source your own stuff.
So it's a strategic move.
Definitely a strategic chess move. Could build an ecosystem around Grok, solidify XAI's influence, or it could just pour fuel on the competitive fire for Google, Anthropic, everyone. We'll have to watch how that plays out.
Absolutely. And one last point on the broader landscape, that headline about President Trump urging Intel CEO Lip-Bu Tan to resign.
Right. The highly conflicted comment.
Yeah, citing alleged ties to Chinese firms, potentially linked to their military. It creates awkward optics, to say the least, for America's big chip champion.
Especially when Intel's already fighting manufacturing issues and trying to catch up in the AI chip market.
Exactly. It just underscores those geopolitical pressures, the intense competition right down to the hardware level that powers all this AI.
The foundations matter.
Okay, let's wrap up this deep dive by highlighting just a few trending AI tools you might want to check out. These aren't just random tools, they kind of show where things are going.
Good idea. Practical applications.
So first, there's Reword. This one helps you collaborate with AI to write content. The focus is on being helpful, reliable, people first.
So augmentation, not replacement.
Exactly. It positions AI as a creative partner to help you produce better stuff, not just churn things out.
That's a useful distinction.
Then there's X-Design. This uses AI to create authentic-looking lifestyle product images.
Ah, for e-commerce and marketing.
Right. Think small businesses getting professional visuals without needing a whole photo shoot. It's about democratizing that high-quality marketing look.
Lowering the barrier to entry. Makes sense.
And one more, AppStruct. This lets you create apps with AI zero coding required.
The no-code, low-code trend continues.
Yeah, it really speaks to making complex tech accessible, empowering people without traditional programming skills to actually build their app ideas quickly.
That's genuinely powerful.
Wow. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground today. From GPT-5 making elite AI accessible, the implications of that, to AI making these incredible strides in wildlife conservation with Perch and understanding human cells with PUPS, plus a look at the industry shifts, monetization debates, open source moves, and some cool tools. Hopefully you've pulled out some key takeaways, some new insights into just how fast AI is changing things.
It's absolutely clear, isn't it? AI isn't just getting more powerful, it's becoming incredibly specialized. It's weeding itself into really diverse fields, ecology, biology, you name it.
Right.
And that leads me to wonder, as AI gets better at thinking longer or pinpointing things in previously unmapped spaces like cells, and as it enables proactive action like in conservation, what are the next frontiers? What unseen knowledge or uncharted territory might AI unlock for us next?
Yeah.
Where do you think the most unexpected impact will come from?
That is a really fascinating question to leave things on. It shifts the focus from what AI is doing now to what it might enable down the road. We definitely encourage you to keep exploring these topics on your own. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep diving deep.